and view. Okay. And so one of the fundamentals of Qigong is, so if we have this intention that we're going to move into this spaciousness or this boundlessness, if that's our intention for our practice, let's say it is, we're always going to begin with the opposite of that, because yin and yang, everything co-arises. So first we need to be very grounded in the world of form. And the more grounded we are, the more able we are to release it. I know it's counterintuitive, but wisdom teachings usually are paradox. So sometimes we need to loosen up before we can even just stand. I mean, if we just come in and just stand, I mean, there's all this tension and rigidity. So, Esther, you may want to mute yourself. So this is preparatory to standing, what is called Wuji. Wuji is the name of that standing posture. Wuji means something like before the beginning. Before the beginning. So Trisha Yu calls it before the Big Bang. That's Wuji. So now, since we've wiggled around a little bit, now we can follow that out breath. And the out breath is going to carry us, that is our attention, right down the body. Now, there are many ways to assist this process. One is to visualize, just feel the body moving down, just move down the body, this sort of body scan from the top down. That's good. Another one is to use the eyes. So with the in breath, the eyes end up looking up. Out breath, the eyes sort of roll down, as if we're looking. On the out breath, we're looking sort of inside the body, and the eyes are focusing our attention down. And we'll notice too a more sort of heat and tingling in the hands, and the hands are pointing down. Okay, and you'll feel the alignment, and at some point then we're going to mix the mind, mix the intention with the sensation. So by that I mean we can feel the body standing, we can feel the pressure on the bottoms of our feet, for instance. We can feel that, right? We can feel our hands, we can feel anywhere we want, our shoulders, can feel the breath moving. And now we're going to take this focus of our awareness and this sense of feeling, and we're going to project it down through the feet and down into the earth as roots. So we can imagine the roots, but that's only half of it. The other half is literally feeling them as if the roots that we're imagining, as if they're actually as sensitive as the feet or the hands. We're actually projecting our consciousness down . So we have the body posture, We have the lengthy out breath. We're using our mind to extend our sense of touch down into the earth. We're actually everything's coming together to bring this attention down. And why? This is so that we actually feel one with the earth, or our mind is fully engaged with the form of the body, and with the earth. And then you want to establish that vertical axis or column too. Just sort of remember it, and then slightly move the body to align it to that. So, and then you'll feel when it gets in alignment, there'll be this release. The release can be a deep breath, or it could be a feeling. Okay, very good. And when you feel like you actually couldn't pick your foot up if you wanted to, it's to become part of the earth. Okay? So that's what Trisha Yu calls rooting, ROOTING, rooting. Okay, good. Now that we've done that, so now let's bow to the directions. So dipping the knees. Bowing to the east. And when you come back up, just touch into that alignment again. And then shift the weight to the left foot. Step around with the right. Bring the left around. Out breath, you go down. In breath, come up. Shift, step around. Pivot the foot. In breath. Out breath, you go down. And extend the roots again. Okay, shift the weight. Step around. Pivot. In breath. And the out breath, we're going to bow to the north. Extend down. Very good. Shift the weight. Step around. Okay, and establish the posture and the roots. They're right there. Okay, and now we're going to sink the attention down into the roots. Bring it right up. Okay, and then eyes follow the hands. Way, way, way up. And now extend the same way that you extended down into the roots. Extend up. This will be through the hands, fingers, the top of the skull. Extend way, 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 way up, out like the branches, and then even beyond, up into the sky, and so on. Extend up. The consciousness goes up, way, way up. Okay, and now, with the out breath, coming down. In breath. Okay, out breath. Fold. Touch. Extend down. Very good. come back up, and now we're going to bring all of this extension. Now we're going to extend through the palms of the hands into the body. And then this is actually embracing that vertical column or axis. So that reappears, it goes down, goes up. And now this is the embodiment of heaven, earth, human. So the roots, that's earth. And then the branches way up into the universe, so that's heaven. And then the two middle, the middle and lower dantians here, this is human. And this is the bridge. So in this position, we're embracing the entire cosmos, all that is. Okay, and down. Okay, so this is one of the first principles of Qigong, balancing the opposites. So before we go up and out, we go down and establish this foundation. Okay, good. Now the next is just, this is about just releasing what they would call blockages or obscurations or impediments, whatever word you want. This is just releasing tension. So if we're going to move through form into boundlessness, tension sort of blocks that. So that's what all this is. And just personalize it. Feel where there maybe is tension. It's almost always in the shoulders, neck, and just let it go. So this is the next stage, is dissolving blockages, letting go of tension. Okay. Now we can go into, just for a minute or two, just go into Trembling Mountain. Okay, it's very good, very good. Okay, and now let's go into, so this is opening the fourth gate, the middle dantian. So now, with all the practice that you've done with the 7 gates, so this is an abbreviation. So by opening this fourth one, we're also opening 3, 2, 1, and 5, 6, 7, all of them. So if you've grown peas in your garden, or snow peas, you know, they come in a pod. That's the body, and there's a seam. And if you split the seam, those 7 peas are going to be there, and they're gonna be relieved. They're gonna come out. So this is like that. The gates are just concentrations of energy. They're not things exactly. So this is like cicada qigong. This is literally, so we're shedding this shell of physicality, so that the energetic body can glow, can be present. without obstruction. Okay, let's just do a couple more. I mean, you may even hear this happening. You can sort of visualize it, and sometimes you can hear it and feel it. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, good. All right, now let's bring in the pair. So let's do the backwash and the tree in spring. And this is opening up the spine. This is opening up the central channel. Okay, and then so once it's open, now as we come back up, we're pointing with the fingers, and now we're bringing up the energy, the life force energy from the earth, right up through that open channel and out, way out, infinitely up and down. So 1, 2 with the breath. Okay, very good. And let's just do one more pair, one more set of that. So you want to bring the attention right to the crown of the head, and then let the chin come down. And then we're opening up the spine, starting at the very top. Opening each one. And use your eyes. And bring the attention all the way down the spine, all the way down to the tip of the tailbone. And you can twist a little bit if you want to, stretch out the side muscles a little. But just opening this spine. Okay, and then coming back up. So right at the point where the chin begins to move, that's when the hands start. You know, the feeling of these hands moving, this is like wave hands through clouds. The hand movements are very soft. Very good. So, settle back into standing, rooting, the vertical alignment. Tuck the chin a little bit. And we want to get this vertical axis, we want to get this established. And so we're in it. So this is connecting earth, body, cosmos. Okay. That's the alignment part. Okay. All right. Now the boundlessness part, the spaciousness part, is grounded in this alignment, and it goes in all directions. Okay? So let's start with breathing crane. The hands are here at the belly. And we're just exaggerating the movement of the torso with the breath. So in breath, out breath. So the abdomen's expanding in all directions. You can feel that in the body. Abdomen expands, and then it relaxes. Okay. Now what the hands are telling us is this is happening all around the body. There's a space around the body. The hands are moving in that space. And our consciousness, directed by the hands, is moving out from the body in all directions. Okay, very good. Let's get a sense of the space around the body. That includes behind it, above and below, all around. Okay, very good. Okay, and now let's move up to the middle dantian, same thing. You know, this isn't opening the gates exactly, we've already done that. But this is sort of waving hands through this cloud, this space around the body. The in-breath, the lungs, the body fills up. And the space gets big. Okay, very good. Okay, and now let's make it even bigger. So, and this is where flying crane comes in. Okay, so this is breathing crane. Now we go into flying crane. The space gets much bigger. And then this is the inner crane, the two dantians, okay, vertical axis. And now the space, we're describing the space all around the body. The arms go to the sides, and that means all around. So the body is in the middle of this sort of this field, this luminous field. And you're moving with your breath. Okay, very good. Let's just do a couple more and reduce the movements. Okay, and then when you slowly come to stillness, we touch into the posture again. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go into the sitting. If you want to, you can continue standing if you prefer. segue into the sitting, and again we reestablish the roots, and the posture. Tuck the chin, push out the belly a tiny bit, pull back the shoulders a tiny bit. Okay, now we'll practice moving in stillness. So using the breath, whatever you want to practice, whether it's breathing crane or flying crane, or opening the seven gates, anything that we've done physically with movement, now recreate the movement just with your consciousness and your breath. Now, whatever movement you're doing, with the out breath, we want to expand the consciousness all around the body. Front, back, left, right. So with the out breath, expand in all directions, or do that with the in breath. It doesn't matter. We're not just visualizing this field around the body, we're feeling it. We're extending our sense of touch. It's just like a tree. What would it feel like to have these branches going out in all directions? Twigs, so on. Okay, so let's try compressing the light, the luminosity in the heart, and expanding it out from the heart in all directions. The heart has several layers. So we light up the heart, and then as it expands out, it opens up like an onion, sort of. It opens up, increasing layers. So the space around the body, which goes out infinitely, is actually the space of the heart. There's no difference. So it's what the Buddhists call the heart of the universe, the heart of the cosmos. That this heart in the chest is just a little miniature seed of this vast heart. And it's sort of pulsing with the breath. So the vast heart is made of, I don't know, light or something. Energy. And now try letting the breath become more subtle. It doesn't take so much effort. And the field is just always there. It doesn't increase and then decrease. It's just always there. And it's always in the body too. And so this sense of spaciousness around the body is also in the body. And it also is the mind. The mind is a space, a luminous space. Now there's an awareness of the space. It's awareness of the mind, the awareness of the body. There's awareness of the energy. This awareness is everywhere, always, sort of within and around this a little more personal energy. And we're sharing that awareness, the shared space. Okay. So just if you would, just notice, how does this feel in the body? This feeling of expandedness, expansion, or boundlessness. How does it feel? What does it feel like? And what's the mind like, or the mood? We're just noticing it, just noticing this. Now, you can name it. This is spaciousness. Now, within this spaciousness, just see if you can notice a stillness, a still point or still place. Okay. Now, this spaciousness has no color, or it's all colors. Okay. And there's no sound. Now, these are qualities of awareness or of awakening. Spaciousness, stillness, silence, energy, luminosity, breath. And it's okay to be here. We can relax in this space. It's natural. And let's just bring up or call up what is the feeling of love? What does it feel like? If you want to imagine love for someone or something, that's fine. Or just sort of general. What is it? How does it feel? So into that feeling, it's possible to merge with another person, animal, whatever, because that feeling will resonate in them too. It's a physical feeling, but it's more than that. And just notice how it feels, how the body feels. You might notice sort of coming out of it or coming down. You might notice the mind beginning to think or something, and that's okay. That's just the mind. And, I mean, we can move in and out of this awareness, this spaciousness. You may notice your mind doing that. And then in order to rest a little more deeply in this space, just focus on the space at the end of the out breath. Just rest there. Notice how it feels before the next in breath. Okay, let's take a few more breaths, and just notice the physical feeling of this. Notice the mood or the notice the mind. And then also that you're aware of this. Something or someone is aware of all of this. There's an awareness here. Okay, very good. Very good. And now, as we're going to let go and come back, and just gently move a little bit. Okay, very good. Okay, let's do our closing movement. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for your practice. And if you'd like to slip away, please do that. And if you would like to stay, I'll be here for a few minutes.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.